Not every celebrity is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Some had to work regular 9-to-5 jobs before finding fame. For a few famous individuals, getting fired from a job turned out to be a catalyst that helped them realize their true potential. However, the experience of being terminated from a job doesn't always result in a better future. In some cases, job loss can lead to significant hardships that are difficult to overcome. In this video, you will see is a compiled list of some of the most successful people who got fired for various reasons. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has been living a nightmare ever since his ex-wife, Amber Heard, accused him of assault. In a significant legal development, a judge ruled that Johnny Depp had physically assaulted Amber Heard on multiple occasions in 2020. This ruling had significant repercussions for Depp's career, including his removal from the cast of the third Fantastic Beasts film. Depp confirmed his departure from the film on Instagram and, while denying the allegations against him, expressed his respect for and agreement with Warner Bros. Decision. His role as Grindelwald in the franchise is set to be recast. Despite never being formally charged with a crime and presenting evidence in his defense, Johnny Depp has claimed that he is effectively facing a form of blacklisting in Hollywood. This legal and professional ordeal has had a profound impact on his life and career. Megan Fox. Megan Fox's role in the Transformers movie franchise was indeed prominent and contributed to the film's success. However, her time in the series came to an end after she made a controversial statement comparing director Michael Bay to Hitler. This comment did not sit well with the filmmakers, and as a result, the legendary filmmaker Steven Spielberg, who was involved in the production, requested her removal from the franchise. Following her departure from Transformers, Megan Fox faced challenges in her career, but she managed to make a significant comeback in 2021. This highlights how public statements and controversies can have a substantial impact on an actor's career trajectory in the entertainment industry. Hugh Jackman. The face behind Wolverine, and the only one to be honest, Hugh Jackman was sailing some rocky seas before stardom shined upon him. In a peculiar twist of fate, he found himself navigating challenging waters while working at a 7-Eleven convenience store, striving to make a favorable impression on his manager. However, the outcome was far from what he had hoped for, culminating in his dismissal from the job. Reflecting on this unexpected turn of events, Jackman recalled, "I got fired after 6 weeks because the boss said I talked too much to the customers." It was a rather ironic twist of fate that just a few short years later, he would go on to amass a legion of fans from every corner of the globe. This brief episode from Hugh Jackman's past serves as a reminder that the journey to success often involves its fair share of setbacks and unexpected detours. His story is a testament to resilience and determination, demonstrating that even the most challenging moments can eventually pave the way for incredible achievements on the world stage. Ryan Gosling. The dedication and physical transformations that some actors undergo for their roles are often praised and admired by both the film industry and the audience. A notable example is Joaquin Phoenix's dramatic weight loss for his role in Joker, which garnered significant attention and acclaim. However, not every extreme change in an actor's appearance works out as intended. In the case of Ryan Gosling, who was cast as Jack Salmon in the 2009 film The Lovely Bones, his decision to gain 60 pounds specifically for the role didn't align with the director's vision. As a result, he was replaced by Mark Wahlberg in the role. This incident highlights how an actor's commitment to a role, while commendable, must align with the director's creative vision for the film. Christian Bale. This one was not a complete disaster. Although Christian Bale brought his iconic role in American Psycho to life, did you know that Bale was in fact once fired from playing Patrick Bateman? The casting process for the film American Psycho was quite intricate, and it involved some changes before Christian Bale ultimately secured the iconic role of Patrick Bateman. Initially, Bale was fired from the role when the first choice, Leonardo DiCaprio, became available and was selected for the part. However, this arrangement with DiCaprio didn't last long, and he eventually departed from the project. Subsequently, Christian Bale was reinstated in the role, which he famously portrayed in the film. This behind-the-scenes shuffle underscores the complexities and changes that can occur during the casting process in the world of filmmaking. Roseanne Barr. A lot of us have fond memories of watching Roseanne Barr on TV when we were kids. But that all changed in 2018, when she tweeted racist comments about President Barack Obama's advisor, Valerie Jarrett. Following Barr's highly publicized racist tweet directed at Valerie Jarrett, ABC swiftly responded by canceling her show, Roseanne. Channing Dungay, the president of ABC Entertainment, issued a statement on May 29, 2018, denouncing Barr's Twitter statement as abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values. This decision led to the abrupt termination of the show's revival, which had initially been renewed for a second season. Roseanne Barr did issue an apology for her remarks on Twitter, expressing regret for making a bad joke about Jarrett's politics and appearance. However, the damage was done, and the consequences for her actions were severe, marking a significant turning point in her career. Liam Neeson. Before becoming known for his iconic roles, including portraying Oscar Schindler and becoming a prominent action movie hero of the 21st century, Liam Neeson worked as a teacher. However, his teaching career came to an end when he was dismissed from his job after an incident in which he physically intervened with a 15-year-old student who had brandished a knife. Following this event, Neeson pursued various odd jobs before embarking on his path to stardom. Shia LaBeouf. In September 2020, reports surfaced that Shia LaBeouf had been dismissed from Olivia Wilde's upcoming film, Don't Worry, Darling, set to release in 2022. LaBeouf vehemently denied these claims. Fast forward to August 2022, when Olivia Wilde, who was both the lead actress and director of the film, hinted at the reasons behind Shia's departure. Wilde implied that she had parted ways with Shia due to his combative approach to the filmmaking process. She expressed her admiration for his work, but noted that his method didn't align with the collaborative and harmonious atmosphere she sought to foster on her productions. She believed in creating a safe and trusting environment as the key to eliciting the best performances from her cast and crew. The situation took a further turn when Harry Styles stepped in to replace Shia in the film, and he and Olivia Wilde began dating. Amidst these developments, Shia LaBeouf reached out to Variety, a prominent entertainment publication. He contested the narrative that he had been fired, asserting that he had voluntarily left the production. Shia provided evidence to support his version of events, including text messages and a video in which Olivia appeared to be attempting to resolve the situation. He also shared a letter he had sent to Olivia in August 2022, in which he stated that his decision to leave the film was due to scheduling conflicts that hindered rehearsals. In his letter, Shia made it clear that he had not been fired, emphasizing that the prevailing story was being shaped by the current social landscape. He acknowledged the allure of such narratives, but asserted that they did not align with the truth of the situation. Gina Carano. Disney and Lucasfilm fired the Mandalorian actress Gina Carano in February 2021 as a result of several disturbing and controversial social media posts she made. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future, a spokesperson for the studio said at the time. Gina has yet to nab another major acting gig. Isaiah Washington. We've seen so many actors come and go from the Grey's Anatomy cast throughout the years that some may have forgotten about the Isaiah Washington drama. He was a major character in the first few seasons, but was fired for using a homophobic slur against his co-star T.R. Knight. It proved to be a major downturn for his career. Edward Norton. Edward Norton faced a significant setback in his career due to issues with his on-set behavior while filming The Incredible Hulk in 2008. Although he completed the film, Marvel decided to part ways with him for the role of Bruce Banner moving forward. Consequently, Norton missed out on the opportunity to participate in the highly successful Avengers film series that followed. In response to his dismissal, a representative for Edward Norton conveyed that while it appeared to be a financial decision, they respected Marvel's prerogative and accepted the decision without harboring any hard feelings. This turn of events had a substantial impact on Norton's career trajectory. Chadwick Boseman. The late Chadwick Boseman revealed in his 2018 commencement speech for Howard University that he had been fired from a soap opera because he openly questioned the racial stereotypes that were being perpetuated with his character. He later revealed that the soap opera in question was All My Children, and that he lasted just 1 week before being replaced by his Black Panther co-star Michael B. Jordan. Charlie Sheen. Remember when Charlie Sheen seemed totally nuts? We bet his producers from 2.5 Men do. At the time, Charlie was reportedly dealing with some serious substance abuse issues, and he ended up being fired from the show for what was described as dangerously self-destructive behavior. While he's continued to act here and there, his career never fully recovered. Anne Hathaway. Who can forget that childbirth scene in Knocked Up? It was originally supposed to be Anne Hathaway on the hospital bed, not Katherine Heigl. Anne had actually nabbed the role in the hugely successful comedy, but she didn't want director Judd Apatow to include the graphic scene, and it cost her the gig. It all boils down to creative differences, and there are no hard feelings. Anne has since said that Judd made the right call. She, of course, has gone on to have an incredible career in Hollywood despite this situation. Selma Blair. Things got really interesting with this one. Selma Blair was fired from the TV series Anger Management, which also starred the already troubled Charlie Sheen, who had been fired from 2.5 Men himself just a few years prior. Selma said she was canned for complaining about Charlie holding up production because he didn't know his lines. Selma later sued both Charlie and Lionsgate for lost wages. Kal Penn. Actor. Kal Penn was fired from the hit show House. Well, sort of. While working on the series, Brainy Cal actually got an invite to work for President Barack Obama at the White House. He accepted the job, not realizing that his character on House would be written off completely. Cal jumped right back into acting when his role as Associate Director of the Office of Public Liaison came to an end. Chloe Grace Moretz. Chloe Grace Moretz was supposed to be the voice of Penny in the animated film Bolt when she was just 11 years old. But after she recorded the entire film, Disney decided to go with the more recognizable voice of Miley Cyrus. They did leave Chloe in the film as the younger version of Penny, though. Colin Firth. Who knew? English actor. Colin Firth was tapped to be the voice of Paddington in the 2014 film. But after he recorded the entire movie, it was determined that he sounded too old. Producers gave him the boot and had the much younger Ben Whishaw re-record all of the scenes. Milana Vaintrub. Milana Vaintrub's journey in the entertainment industry began with a successful stint as a child actor. Her early career included appearances in a medical drama, a Disney Channel series, and a role in the long-running soap opera Days of Our Lives. It was a commendable start, but at one point, she considered stepping away from acting altogether. Her decision to take a hiatus from acting during middle school and high school wasn't driven by disillusionment or a lack of opportunities. Instead, she briefly believed that pursuing a more realistic path might be a better choice. Vaintrub recalled this period, stating, "I should probably focus on something more realistic. This is probably not going to work out. I have high hopes, but that's probably not enough to make it in film." However, her passion for acting never truly faded, and she found herself drawn back to it during her college years. College life didn't provide the fulfillment she had hoped for, as she described it as a time filled with boredom and sadness. It was this sense of emptiness that prompted her to return to acting. She decided to take theater classes at the University of California, San Diego to keep herself busy and ward off the feeling of going crazy. It was during this period that Vaintrub fully rekindled her love for acting, ultimately leading her to pursue it as a career once again. Nick Cannon. In July 2020, Nick Cannon's employment due to anti-Semitic remarks he made on his Cannon's Class podcast. Nick Cannon, known for hosting shows on Nickelodeon and MTV such as Wild 'N Out and Lip Sync Battle Shorties, faced accusations of promoting hateful speech and spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Initially, he did not offer an apology and defended his words by stating that he believed black people to be the true Hebrews. He also demanded full ownership of Wild 'N Out and claimed that Viacom CBS was taking the wrong stance. It's concerned that Nick had not acknowledged or apologized for his promotion of anti-Semitism. Subsequently, Nick Cannon issued an apology, specifically addressing "my Jewish sisters and brothers." He expressed regret for his hurtful and divisive words, recognizing that they perpetuated negative stereotypes and came from an uninformed and naive perspective. His willingness to backtrack on his comments, coupled with his commitment to educating himself, ultimately allowed him to retain his position as the host of The Masked Singer on another network, Fox, Columbus Short. We didn't realize the extent of actor Columbus Short's tumultuous journey. It appears he was going through a deeply troubled period during his tenure on the hit show Scandal. He faced numerous domestic violence incidents involving his then-wife, and was even reportedly involved in a physical altercation with a stranger at a bar. Show creator Shonda Rhimes, clearly disapproving of his actions, swiftly removed him from the series Lisa Bonet. We all missed Denise when she disappeared from The Cosby Show, and although we didn't realize it then, it turns out it was because she was fired. Evidently, there were creative differences after Lisa Bonet posed for a nude photo shoot for Rolling Stone, and she was let go. Dominic Monaghan. Dominic Monaghan admits to not exactly being at his best toward the end of his time on the hit show Lost. His character was written off in Season 3. It's a big cast, and you don't work as much as you would like. You get bored, you get frustrated, you get lazy, and your work suffers, he told Entertainment Weekly about leaving the show at the time. Dominic has worked in TV on and off ever since then, but nothing as big as Lost. Stuart Townsend, Irish actor. Stuart Townsend was supposed to play Aragorn in Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy, but was fired the day before. Filming was set to begin. He reportedly trained and studied for the role for 2 months and was never even given a concrete reason for losing the gig, which of course ended up going to Viggo Mortensen. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone just couldn't tamp down his creativity when he was offered the lead role in the 1984 film Beverly Hills Cop. Sly reportedly attempted to rewrite the script, and it cost him the job, which ended up going to comedian Eddie Murphy. It undoubtedly became a completely different movie at that point, but it was a huge success nonetheless. Julianne Moore. In a candid revelation during her appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen in March 2019, Julianne Moore opened up about a rather unexpected turn in her career. She shared a deeply personal experience from the set of the 2018 biopic Can You Ever Forgive Me, where she found herself on the receiving end of an unexpected decision. Julianne disclosed that she had been let go from the film by its original director, Nicole Holofcener, who also co-wrote the screenplay. "I didn't leave that movie. I was fired. Nicole fired me," she admitted. The reasons behind this surprising development were rooted in creative differences. Julianne explained, "I think she didn't like what I was doing with the character. We'd just been kind of rehearsing and doing pre-production and stuff, and I think that her idea of where the character was different than where my idea of the character was, and so she fired me." The actress went on to reveal the lingering emotional impact of this decision, confessing that she hadn't yet watched the film because the experience was still somewhat painful for her. She admitted it felt bad. In the end, the role she had prepared for so diligently ultimately went to Melissa McCarthy, who delivered a remarkable performance that earned her an Oscar nomination. Julianne Moore's honest reflection on her dismissal from Can You Ever Forgive Me offers a glimpse into the sometimes challenging and unpredictable nature of the entertainment industry, where creative visions can clash, leading to unforeseen changes in the cast and a lasting impact on those involved. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey lost a huge role as the lead on the hit series House of Cards when he was accused of making unwanted sexual advances by a fellow actor who said he was underage at the time. Then, even more people came forward with sexual assault allegations against him. He is currently still dealing with the legal ramifications of it all. Director Ridley Scott decided to crack down, erasing all traces of Spacey in the movie in order to keep the anticipated release during the holidays. The 2017 crime-drama film, All the Money in the World, definitely includes some pretty recognizable names, from Christopher Plummer and Michelle Williams to Mark Wahlberg and Andrew Buchan. Kevin Spacey, who originally played Jean-Paul Getty in the film, was replaced last minute. Per Vox, Spacey was accused of sexual assault, and the controversy eventually lost him the role, even after he had already finished filming the movie. James Remar. Especially in the entertainment world, industry professionals are not always perfect. During the production of the iconic sci-fi horror film Aliens in 1986, actor James Remar found himself fired from his role after just a few weeks of filming. In the movie, which continues the story from the original Alien film, a group of Marines discovers Leah Ripley's lost space shuttle after 57 years, and they encounter a single survivor. Remar had been cast as the character Dwina Hicks, but was subsequently dismissed from the project. His termination was related to a possession of drugs issue, which led to his removal from the film. This incident highlights how issues both personal and professional can impact an actor's involvement in a major movie production. Samantha Morton. The 2013 romantic science fiction film, Her, featured Joaquin Phoenix as the protagonist, Theodore, who develops a profound romantic connection with an artificial intelligence entity named Samantha. Samantha is voiced by Scarlett Johansson, and their evolving relationship forms the core of the film. Interestingly, Samantha Morton, known for her role in The Walking Dead, was cast to provide the voice for Samantha, the AI character. However, during post-production, the directors and producers made a creative decision to shift the movie's direction, leading to the replacement of Samantha Morton with Scarlett Johansson as the voice of the AI love interest. This change ultimately contributed to the film's unique and captivating portrayal of Theodore's emotional journey. Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman has established herself as a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, with roles like Jane Foster in the Marvel franchise and her Academy Award-winning performance in the 2010 thriller Black Swan. She began her career at a young age and was even cast to star alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in the 1996 film Romeo + Juliet. However, there was a notable age gap between the two actors, with DiCaprio being 21 years old at the time, while Portman was only 13. This significant age difference created discomfort, ultimately leading to Portman's removal from the project. Judy Garland. Judy Garland is undeniably one of the most recognizable and iconic figures in the history of entertainment, particularly for her legendary role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. However, even the most celebrated stars can face setbacks in their careers. In 1967, Garland's involvement in the film The Valley of the Dolls, based on Jacqueline Suzanne's 1966 novel, became the stuff of Hollywood legend. Garland progressed far in the production process, including costume tests, but was ultimately dismissed due to her inappropriate behavior and issues related to alcohol consumption. Terrence Howard. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, has been a defining platform for numerous actors, launching their careers to new heights. Yet, the MCU's journey to excellence was marked by a few hiccups, including casting decisions that didn't quite hit the mark. One significant switch occurred with the character of James Rhodes, also known as Rhodey or War Machine. When Phase 1 of the MCU kicked off with Iron Man, it was Terrence Howard who donned the role of Rhodey. His portrayal was commendable and set the stage for the franchise's future success. However, there was more to this story than met the eye. Behind the scenes, a dispute over salary erupted after Terrence Howard's appearance in the first Iron Man film. According to reports from Looper, this conflict escalated to a point where Howard parted ways with the MCU. This unexpected turn of events led to the recasting of James Rhodes, with Don Cheadle stepping into the iconic Iron Man suit. Erin Hayes. Fans were deeply disappointed and outraged when CBS decided to dismiss Erin Hayes, the actress who played Donna Gable, the wife of the title character, between the first and second seasons of Kevin Can Wait. To make matters worse, the writers handled her departure unceremoniously by having her on-screen character killed off. This abrupt change paved the way for Leah Remini, a guest star from Season 1, to step into the role of the female lead for the second season of the sitcom. Unfortunately, despite these changes, the show failed to secure a renewal for a third season. Peter Jackson strikes again. The Oscar-winning director fired Stuart Townsend from the role of Aragorn, which ultimately went to Viggo Mortensen in The Lord of the Rings. Reflecting on this abrupt change, Townsend shared his perspective with Entertainment Weekly in 2002, shedding light on the circumstances surrounding his departure. He revealed, "I was there rehearsing and training for 2 months, then was fired the day before filming began. It was a turn of events that left many bewildered, including Townsend himself. The essence of this decision became apparent in Townsend's words. The director wanted me, and then apparently thought better of it because he really wanted someone 20 years older than me and completely different." In this single sentence, the complex web of casting decisions and creative visions that often swirl behind the scenes of a major film production is laid bare.